Welcome to today's episode of #Essential Oil Education. Today we wrap up the discussion of what is an essential oil by addressing one last final key that I think needs to be included whenever someone talks about essential oils. So, what is it that should be included whenever we discuss essential oils? Well, as mentioned in a prior episode with the definition of an essential oil is cold pressed or steam distilled. There are other extraction methods which we get into in later episodes. However, it is important to note that if you just use the term essential oil, you may not understand what you're actually dealing with in a specific situation. What I mean by that is because there are different methods of extraction for the plant volatiles, you can get two very different compounds. So a classic example would be the Rose Auto and Rose Absolute. Rose Auto is steam distilled extraction, and Rose Absolute is a solvent extraction. Both of them will be similar, but they still will be very different. Another classic example of why it's important to know which particular extraction method you're dealing with is with the citrus oils. So most citrus oils that we get are often expressed oils, and I get into the different extraction methods in a later episode. But for the simplicity for now, most citrus oils that you get on the market nowadays are expressed oils, meaning that they've been pressed, so cold pressed citrus peel. What that does is, because the peel contains, and the plant volatiles that are extracted are largely limonene, which is a solvent, that limonene will, as it's being expressed, will also pick up other compounds and take that with them. Now, in this process, you get what are known as urocoumarins, which are phototoxic, and that's what gives most citrus oils their phototoxicity. So, if you're wanting to use a citrus oil in a blend where you're applying it topically, you want to make sure that it's a steam distilled citrus oil, because the steam distilled citrus oils are not phototoxic because the process of extraction doesn't permit the passing of the phototoxic element. Another classic example of why it's important to know which method of extraction is used in the essential oil that you're using is in German chamomile. So German chamomile, if it is steam distilled, has a high concentration of chemazoline, which is not typically found at that level in the plant matter. Chemazoline is a result of the steam distillation process and the heat transforming matrescine into the chemazoline. And so if you use a steam distilled German chamomile essential oil, it will have a high level of the chemazoline in it versus a CO2 extracted German chamomile, which has very low quantities of the chemazoline and higher quantities of the matrescine in it. So while these differences may seem subtle, small, and insignificant, it is very important to understand that. So when you talk about essential oils, if the oil does have multiple extraction methods used for it, it is important to make sure that you are noting those extraction methods when you're discussing the oil, because as I pointed out, the different extraction methods can produce significantly different chemical compositions within the oils. Each has its purpose, and it's important to know. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of #Essential Oil Education. I hope you found it informative and useful, and I look forward to seeing you next time when we start looking at the extraction methods. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, or you can email them to hello@brotherhoodaromatics.com, or you can contact us through our website, www.brotherhoodaromatics.com, and I look forward to answering any questions you might have. So until next time, I hope you have an aromatic day. Cheers.